can I ask you a question? Why are you telling me this? Apparently, this question had a lasting impact on one of my supervisees, and they shared, but must have been like 2 years later. I didn't remember it at all. I was just curious why they were telling me this, because they started to meander and go into places, and I didn't want to make an assumption that this is irrelevant or that it's a distraction or that it has no link with what they came to coaching for. So I tried with my best curious voice asking, why are you telling me this? Because I was genuinely curious how it is connected. And I did ask, she said, can I ask you a question? She said it felt so harsh. She felt so found out because she was actually trying to avoid something. And to her, it felt like I was cutting right through it. And she was there just bare, like a bit embarrassed. And that's totally not how I intended it. But it was very interesting how she responded to that and how she felt it. It was a great reminder of, for her, she said she still remembers it because she kind of uses this sort of thing now quite a lot with her clients, just to figure out, oh, what's the distraction here? How can we be more focused? And I think doing that from a position of curiosity is at least minimizing the risk of feeling attacked when you ask that question. It doesn't always work, apparently. But, we had that kind of relationship where it was valued and still remembered to this day. So if you want to invite more focus and you have that kind of contracting in place and the relationship feels safe where you can challenge someone, challenging from curiosity cannot be a bad intention, even if it's perceived as harsh or irritating or attacking, confronting, Well, that's a conversation on its own, because I didn't want to attack you. I was genuinely curious. And it was all with the best intention of staying focused on what you're here to work on and helping you to not get distracted by something that may or may not matter. Sometimes the meandering is what matters, and it's important to let a client meander to make relevant links there. It depends a little bit how much time you have available and how fast the client wants to be moving. So the question of meandering, not meandering, this client called it piercing through the meandering to invite focus, because it could have been relevant, right? And then we make relevant links. But, this is a reminder to maybe be a bit bold, but do it from curiosity. And some of the interventions or things that you're curious about are being remembered years later because they made a huge impact when you were just curious.